YouTube! Thank you so much for watching Books I'm Not Reading. My name is Kelly, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. I don't normally dress like this for my videos, but it's Friday, I got off work early, and the week ended on a high note. So I'm celebrating with my pajamas and one of Jason's stylish hats. So normally, I know most of you are doing Friday Reads videos today. If I were to do that, it would be the exact same books that I was reading last Friday. So I thought I would let you know about the very last books that I got in 2019. I ordered one on New Year's Eve in 2019, so it's taken me a while to actually get that back. And anyway, so I wanted to share with you my last books of 2019. Again, this is totally just a project Jason and I are doing. I fully expected I don't know, a negative response to it, and instead, like, all kinds of people were excited about the project and wanted to participate in some way, shape, or form, which I think is really cool. Not everyone thinks it's so cool. Maybe somebody in Boston. It's okay. I'm wearing red. Yeah. I see you. Anyway. So, the books Jason got me for Christmas. I'll start with those. First one is Lilies of the Field by William E. Barrett. And he also got me the DVD of this because we saw it with a group of friends, the film. We saw the film in 2019, I'm pretty sure. And I just loved it. And I couldn't stop thinking about it. And yeah, I found it a really powerful film. Sidney Poitier is in it. It's great. And so Jason got me the DVD, but also the book. And I definitely think I should be able to get to this year. It's very short, but I think I'm really going to enjoy it based on what I've seen so far. And the other book Jason got me, this is a chunker, and this is a biography of John Licari. Now, I have read the memoirs, kind of memoirs, it's like vignettes by John Licari, and that's called The Pigeon Tunnel. And I loved it. Absolutely loved it. So John Licari was actually one of the authors I was thinking about trying to read all of the books that we have of his this year, but I think we have too many. So I decided not to do that, but I'm sure I will be reading some John Licari this year. So again, like, you know, Jason and I, we're just trying to focus on reading what we own this year for ourselves. And again, I just want to stress, we're not pressuring anyone that they can't buy books. Like, it's just our decision, and we thought it would be cool to chronicle it because it does give you a really different mindset when you realize, like, almost everything. We have a few exceptions of things that we've pre-ordered or things that we're going to get from the library, but I mean, everything that I'm going to read this year, almost everything I'm going to read this year is in this room. So it's just a very different way of looking at stuff. So I don't have a neighborhood Barnes & Noble. I don't even really have a neighborhood bookstore, but we were in the vicinity of a Barnes & Noble before Christmas and decided, we'll make one last purchase, which ended up being my second to last purchase of the year. And so I got Trevor Noah's Born a Crime. And this is actually one of the first books I think I saw on BookTube. I believe it was Emma Novella talking about it. I could be wrong. Emma is a Scottish booktuber. Again, I hope I'm not wrong there. But yeah, I really like Trevor Noah, and I think I've seen there was a comedy special, and so I wonder if some of the material in that is in this. But I think it'll be a really fun book when I need a good laugh. And so I'm kind of holding on to it, savoring it a little bit before I get to this one. So I'm not sure when I'll read it this year, but I feel pretty confident that I will get to it. Okay, so the last purchase, which was made on on New Year's Eve, and it's really more than one book, but I'm gonna explain some things here. On New Year's Eve, I purchased the Chronicles of, and I'm not sure how to say this exactly, Predan, by Lloyd Alexander. I'd actually looked for it at the Barnes & Noble and they didn't have it. I know when I worked there, this was one of the things we sold every Christmas, this box set. And I got a little bit nervous because I got on Amazon and they didn't have any, so I don't know if this particular edition is about to go out of print. But I really love this one. I love the colors. And I read this while I worked for Barnes & Noble because I worked with so many teachers and librarians. I always would get confused though because the very first book in the series is called The Book of Three. But so it's like a fantasy series, and I thought they were brilliant when I read them before. I've only read them once, but I really loved this box set and I really wanted to own these. Now, so having said that, I did already own some, which I'm going to part with. So at a library book sale, for some reason, I bought 1, 2, and 5. I don't know where I thought 3 and 4 were going to come from. The 5th one actually won the Newbery Award. So if there's somebody out there, Lindsay Reeds, if you're watching, if you'd like these, I'd be happy to send them your way because I'm definitely getting rid of them now that I own this beautiful box set. And I don't know if I'm going to read these this year or not, but I just really like the idea of owning them. The other thing that I'm going to part with in exchange, and this will be an interesting conversation, but right before I started my BookTube channel, I read the Chronicles of Narnia. I had already read The Magician's Nephew and The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I reread The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe all the way to the 7th book, The Last Battle. Again, right before I started my BookTube channel, which is good. It was good that I didn't have a BookTube channel when I was reading these. Because I think that this one, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, is the only one worth keeping. And so I intend to keep this, and I will gladly donate these to a library or somewhere else. But I understand, C.S. Lewis was writing these with his own theology in mind, but this book made me so angry. Because I felt like he was forcing his theology and his idea of the world onto children. And I really, really objected to it. I was very, very upset that he would send that kind of message to children. So I know there's a lot of people out there who love these books, and that's great, that's awesome, but for me, I think The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, I can hold on to that one, and I can let go of the rest of these, so I'll actually be getting rid of 8 books for 5, so sounds good to me. The only thing I do have to figure out is if Jason is willing, if Jason will be okay with, he has not read the series, but if he'll be okay with getting rid of them. He doesn't like this cover. I don't know why. It's beautiful. My last books for 2019 are these wonderful fantasy novels by Lloyd Alexander. Born a Crime by Trevor Noah. Lilies of the Field by William E. Barrett. And of course, the chunker, John Licari. So now, after that, that's it. Not buying any books for the rest of 2020. And it feels good. It's exciting. So, and I appreciate the fact that there are some of you who have been like, this isn't for me. And again, we never really anticipated it being something that would other people would want to join in on, although they have. Right now we have, I don't know how big the stack is, but an overflow stack of books because they don't fit on the bookshelves. And so, wow, wouldn't it be so nice if all the books like actually fit on the shelves? I love that vision. I don't know if that's ever gonna happen or not, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So, anyway, BookTube, have a great weekend. Remember to be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.